Hi everyone, my name is Regina and I'm new to YouTube. I'm coming to you as a quilter. I do want to start this quilting channel. My students, I am a teacher. I'm a music teacher by trade. I've been teaching for a little over 30 years, and my 8th graders have talked me into being a risk taker and trying out this new endeavor of being on YouTube. I have shown them some of my friends that I have met up with, like a Crystal Heart and Rebecca from That Crafty Life. And my students were all excited and they have encouraged me to start this. So I just wanted to come on and make this little video to introduce myself. I'm still contemplating on the name of my channel. Of course, my students had their input and they are trying to get me to name my channel K Money Quilting. The K stands for my last name, Casimir. I'm not too sure about the money, the K Money part, but it kind of flows, K Money Quilting. Who knows? I may stick with it, I may not. So let me tell you a little bit about my quilting journey. When I was a young girl, I would sit at my grandmother's house and watch my grandmother and my mother quilting some beautiful quilts by hand. And my grandfather had made my grandmother this huge frame, and they would stretch out the quilt, and there they were, you know, by hand, like the women used to do, and back in the 1800s, I think, right? Anyhow, my grandmother, you know, introduced me into lots of different textile artwork, like embroidery and cross stitch, and I dabbled with crochet, but I never got the hang of it. And of course, quilting and macrame and working with beads and other different kinds of crafts like that. Well, then high school started, and you know, life happened. Went to college, graduated from college. My mother passed away. I inherited her sewing items, and then about 10 years, 20 years later, my grandmother passed away, and then I inherited her things. And from college all the way until my grandmother passed away, I never dabbled in anything. Maybe a little bit of cross stitch, but that's about it. And then COVID hit. And you know, like I said earlier, I'm a school teacher and teachers were sent home. At that point, I did have one of my daughters was in college, and she had asked for a blanket, and the university that she was at were only allowing mail coming from home. So my husband said, you know, why don't you make her one? And I was like, I've never made a quilt. I've watched my mom and my grandma make them, but I had never made one. And I went on YouTube and I found a Melanie Ham. May she rest in peace. And I learned how to quilt by watching Melanie Ham. And I took out the fabric that I had gotten from my grandmother's workroom and my mom's sewing machine, and I did have to order some a rotator, one of these thingies from Amazon, and a cutting board, and then I got to work and I made my first quilt and I got hooked. And then next thing you know, my other daughter wanted one, and then it just kind of, you know, dominoed from there. I started dabbling, started making quilts and gave them away, and so it's been 5 years now, and lo and behold, I don't even have a quilt for myself, because every time I finish one, I end up giving it away. And actually, when I start making the quilt, I make it with someone in mind, and that's how it ends up. But yeah, so that's what my quilt making has been. It's mostly for making the quilt and designing it, creating it, whether it's I'm buying a pattern or whether I'm making the pattern myself, searching for fabric, cutting the fabric. I really like all aspects of quilting, but the best part is giving the quilt away. That's the best part for me. And that's just a little bit about me. And here recently, my husband passed away, and right before he passed away, I had met up with Crystal and Rebecca from That Crafty Life, and became friends with them, and they introduced me into other quilt shops, because living here in San Antonio, because Crystal and Rebecca, they're from Austin and I'm from San Antonio, and I was only visiting one or two shops here in San Antonio that are near where I live, and they have opened up my eyes and looking at other quilt shops, and it has just been an adventure hanging out with my new friends, and they have taken me on a whirlwind ride to the Houston Festival, and oh my gosh, I just was like, this is heaven. It has to be. It was so beautiful there, looking at all the quilts, that people are truly artists. I mean, I don't call myself an artist. I just make what I think is pretty and give it away. But these people at the Quilt Festival, they are truly artists. And I had lost my sojo for a little bit, and from going on that trip, I got my sojo back. And then I have my friends on from Deb, the Pug Mama Quilter, and Mona Did What, and Lisa, the Awkward Quilter. I joined them on their Discord crusades, and getting to know other quilters and their channels through them has made me and my life so full right now, which I really needed that. And I just wanted to make this little video to introduce myself, because Crystal said that I would be great at this, and so far it's my therapy. So let's see what I've been working on. Okay, so what I'm working on today is some applique, some raw edge applique. A couple of weeks ago, I met up with Rebecca and Crystal at a shop in San Antonio called So Special, and we meet there once a month because we have a block of the month that we are participating there with them. And then after that, we go and have lunch, and then we go visit another quilt shop. Well, this time, this other quilt shop that they wanted to go to was in Wimberley, Texas, which was about an hour drive for me, and it was heading towards Austin, which is going back home for them. And I said, okay, we'll go. And the reason they wanted to go to that shop is because the Wimberley Stitch Studio is closing down, and they were having some great deals. So I got there, and the first thing we went to was the clearance part of the store, and I saw these little applique kits. And at that point, I was trying to get my sojo back because my husband had just passed away, and I really don't dabble with kits, but at that point, a kit I felt is what I needed, because I needed to start something and finish something quick for instant gratification so I could get my sojo back. And I spotted this little kit here, and I grabbed it right away. It was, I believe, 50% off, and the price of it was like $5.99. Where are the prices on these things? Yeah, it's $5.99, and so it was only $3 for this little kit. And it comes with the pattern, and it comes with the batik here. And sunflowers are dear to our heart because uh, my husband always said that he was part Cherokee, which he probably is, because my mother-in-law always said that her grandmother was full-blooded Cherokee. So I don't know, that would probably make my husband like an eighth or something like that. I don't know. But anyway, nonetheless, he gave my children um, uh, what he called their nature names. And my youngest daughter, he called her Sunflower. So when I saw this, I thought for sure, I was going to grab it and make it into a little small wall hanging for her to put on her dorm room, because she's in college. My youngest one, she's in her last year. And so I think that's what I'm going to do with this. And then I was looking through the rest of them, and I found a rose. Well, my oldest daughter, her name is Jessica Rose, and so naturally her nature name was Rosie, because her middle name is Rose. And so that's the one I'm working on right now. I've already started to cut out some of the pieces and what have you. And I was talking to Sheila about it. She's also she's on all of our on all the quilters that I watch in their chat, and I visit with her, and I've actually met her in person too, because her daughter lives in Austin, and so she comes down and we visit together. And I was showing her about these, and I told her, man, I was like, dang it, I should have bought all of the ones that they had there instead of just these two, because I want to say they had more than just these two, Sunflower and Rose. And she suggested that I call the shop, and maybe they could just mail them to me if they had them. And sure enough, I called Linda at the Wimberley Stitch Studio, and I went ahead and ordered one of each, even another sunflower and another rose, so that way I can make it into a full quilt. And so she had a blue bonnet, and they're going to be striking against black, right? Morning Glory, a cone flower, a hibiscus, a periwinkle, what's this one, a poppy, a daffodil, an iris, what is this one, a bleeding heart. I've never heard of this one. I've got to do some research on this one. And an Indian blanket. So altogether there's 12. And like I said, the original price was $5.99, and they were half off. So I bought each of them for $3, and she mailed them to me. And then I don't know, I was having a brain fart or something, I don't know, and I didn't think to order the background. I didn't think to order the background, and I remembered when we were in that shop that she did have plenty of batik and plenty of grunge, and so I probably could have asked her to throw in like 2 yards of what she thought could work good for the background on this, for these. So I'm gonna have to look for here in my stash, or I was talking to Crystal and Rebecca, and next weekend on November 1st, they're having a Fall Frolic shop hop. It's a Fall Frolic shop hop. It's probably backwards for y'all, sorry. And guess what? Wimberley Stitch Studio is on that list, and it's actually the last weekend that she's going to be open. So maybe I'll wait and buy some a good blending black background to make the quilt. But for now, I have some black to make the wall hanging for my daughter, because I do have that extra fabric because I bought the rose and the sunflower previously. So that's what I'm working on now, and when I finish putting this together, I will come back and show you a picture of what it looks like. Okay, see you in a little bit. Hi everyone, I'm back. I just wanted to come in and show you the finished product of the rose applique. Here it is. I feel like I'm up close and personal to you all, but that's how I mean. There's the rose. Um, I did raw edge applique. That's my favorite way to applique. I learned that from Pat Sloan. The only thing is she does that blanket stitch, and my machine doesn't have a blanket stitch, so I just straight line. At the beginning, I was having, ooh, look at all that lint. I'm gonna get a lint roller. I was having some tension issues. Fixed them when I got over here. Um, I decided not to fix the tension over here and just kept it. Showed it to my daughter. Oh, before I tell you her reaction, I just flipped over the backing. I learned that from Leanna from Pastry Queen. And then I presented it to my daughter, and she absolutely loved it. And then she flipped it over and she said, "Mom, where's the label? You put labels on everything." And I was like, oops. So I went and I just big stitched a label there. Oh, it's probably backwards for y'all, but it says Rose for my Jessica Rose. Love Mom, October 2025. And so she said she's gonna hang it on her wall. She said she wanted to frame it, but I told her no, just hang it on the wall with a couple of pins. And that's what I worked on the other day. And I've got a quilt hanging up on the wall back there that I'm gonna start doing some free motion quilting on my little baby lock here. I use my little home sewing machine to do that. It's gonna be for one of my aunts. I just lost my cousin, and so I'm making her a quilt to hopefully help her cuddle with and grieve with. But sorry, this is a long video. It's my first. I thought to edit. I know how to edit. I had to do it when I was a teacher for COVID, and it's a pain in the butt. And I don't think I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna, be me, and whoever watches. Like I said earlier, I'm doing this for my therapy to help me grieve, and yeah. And I just wanted to take one more minute to thank my community of quilters for showing me your support through Discord and also online. I did see some replays while I was home grieving, and thank you for sending prayers, and also for those of you that donated to the GoFundMe that my daughter set up. I had asked her not to do it, but she did it, and it did come in handy. And I really greatly appreciate all of you that helped us out. So I'm going to sign off now. Thank you all for watching. And again, my name is Regina. I'm not sure on my name of my channel yet. My students want K-Money Quilting. I was thinking of maybe Quilting Queen, because my name Regina does mean queen. But I don't know. We'll see. All right. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you all later. Oh, and sorry about the glare. I don't know how to fix that. So if you have any kind of suggestions on that, let me know. All right. Bye, everyone.